Okay, so here we have another tangent to a circle question. So we're going to read through it. The diagram shows a circle centre O. AB is the tangent to the circle at the point A. Angle OBA is 30 degrees. Point B has coordinates 16, 0. Point P has coordinates 3P, P. Find the value of P. Give your answer correct to one decimal place. You must show all your working. So we obviously need to find out what P is. My first thoughts are we can draw a line from O to P and find the angle there. Okay. So I'm going to try and find this angle here. Okay, I'm going to call it theta. So we're going to use tan because we've got the opposite and the adjacent. So tan theta, actually I'll draw this in the working area. So tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. So in this case our opposite is going to be P and our adjacent is going to be 3P. Okay, so, and that makes sense because we've got our X value 3P and our Y value is P. So opposite is P, adjacent is 3P. So this gives us 1/3, okay, because you can see the P's cancel, which means that theta is equal to inverse tan of 1/3, which I'm just going to figure out right now. So grab my calculator. Inverse tan of 1/3 is about 18.4 degrees. So we've got that angle there. Now we can have a think about, we basically can figure out what the hypotenuse length is from OB. Actually, we know what OB is. OB is 16, okay? So OB equals 16. Okay. I think I've got it, guys. So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to change colour just for clarity. Let's go with green. So we know that this is going to be the radius OA, and if we can find the radius and by the way this is also going to be a right angle, okay, and AB, so we know the length of our hypotenuse here. So we've basically got a triangle like this where A is the corner and it's like OAB. We know that this is 16 long, and we know that this angle here is 30 degrees. So that means we can calculate OA, which is going to be the radius. So OA equals 16 sine 30. Which equals, get my calculator again, 8. So that equals 8. So we have our radius now of 8, because obviously that's going to be the same for the whole circle. We also have theta, so we've got our radius. So I'm going to change colour again. So we have the length of our radius and we have our angle here. So if I draw out another triangle, we've got theta here, O here, P up here, and then we don't, this is just some point, okay? In fact, this is the point 3P 0, okay? So we know that the OP length is going to be 8, because that's what we had for OA, and because it's a circle it's going to be the same everywhere. And we need to figure out what the value of P is. So remembering the point P is at 3P. So all we need to do is find this Y value so how tall it is, and then that's the value of P. And in this case, it's going to be 8 sine theta. So 8 sine theta equals P. And we know that our angle, theta, is 18.4 degrees. So, but for the sake of avoiding any rounding error, I'll just put an 8 sine brackets inverse tan of 1/3. And then that's equal to 8. So again, getting the calculator out, 8 sine inverse tan 1/3. And then that is equal to 2.5. And then some numbers. And we need to give our answer correct to 1 decimal place. So it's just 2.5 is the value of P. And there we have it. Okay guys, so I've just pulled up the mark scheme and I was going to mark it. So it looks like I've got the correct answer of 2.5. So that's this mark here. I've also done OA is 8, as you can see here. So that would be another mark. So that would be for this one here. And then, unfortunately, it says in the mark scheme, you need to use the equation of a circle, x squared plus y squared equals r squared. And you have to substitute it. So obviously that's not what I've gone for. I've got the correct answer. So sometimes this is the case with GCSE questions. You need to make sure you've used the method that they're looking for. So I think I'd get 2 marks for this. But just so everyone knows the mark scheme method, I'll run through it. So as we just saw, the equation for a circle is x squared plus y squared equals r squared. And you can also sort of see, in this case, you can also see it's Pythagoras' theorem. So we would have the x value of 3p, and this is all in brackets squared, plus p, the y value squared, equals 8 squared, okay, because that's our radius, OA. Okay, we expand this and we'll get 9p squared plus p squared equals 64. Then this is 10p squared, which means p squared equals 6.4, meaning p equals, let me get my calculator, the square root of 6.4, which is 2.5298, and that's just 2.5 for our answer, because it's 1 decimal place. And just so everyone's happy with my previous answer, if you write down 8 sine inverse tan of 1/3, you get the same thing, which is, so if I write that down, 8 sine tan inverse 1/3, that's equal to 2.5298. You can check it for yourself if you're not sure. So yeah, same answer, different method, and in this case the answer is looking for something different. So perhaps someone can tell me if this is 4 marks or 2 marks. I'll leave it to you to decide. Alright, see you in the next one.